Hey everybody, it's Racer PS2 and Electronics Repair here. We're going to do a board swap today on this with this one over here, as you can tell. I did put a laser in this to check it, and that's when I found out and had a revelation on this one, on this board. It was water damaged. I was managed to repair it. It wasn't that bad. I reflowed the system management controller a little bit, and she started working again. And we're just going to take the G22 out of here. This is a 39001 with that serial code. I'm going to use this as parts. I got this for like 20 bucks on eBay. Got my money back because it was water damaged, and I told the seller that I wasn't going to play the game. They knew about it, blah, blah, blah. Person gave me a partial refund, so I'm not worried about it. Still got some plenty good parts in it. Like I said, the only thing that's not going to match is on this one is the serial numbers and all that crap. Nobody goes online anymore. It really doesn't matter. So let's get started. I gotta tear this one down, and like I said, I'm not gonna bore you with it. It's gonna take me about 5-10 minutes to tear it down, and I'll show you guys how to actually board swap these. So we're gonna take this one because it's already had a part. I'll show you how to do it. First of all, you're going to take your controller port screws out. So I'd rather fix this one. It gets old. It's in better condition. This is how I get my drive cables and all that good stuff too as well. That's how I keep them. You can flip that up and you can pull that off. You see the little flippy thing there? You flip them up and then you shut them. Make for sure that this is in here right and you don't break this off. These are a pain to put back on. Once you break the releases on them. I'm not gonna show you how to do that because, like I said, they just clip back in. You can shut it for now. Put it to the side. We're gonna go ahead and take this out of the case. And I'm gonna put this, get the case out of the way, and I'll be right back. Sorry about that, and I'm back. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and take this off here. You can pull this out. Just be gentle and careful. Take that, just get it out of the way. Now we're to the meat and potatoes, folks. You're gonna wanna flip this over. Yes, I was monkeying with this off camera to see if I can reflow it again and all that, and guess what happened? Solder ball came out. So it's acting really goofy now. It's not even opening the tray. It's not doing anything. So this board has a bad system management controller chip. I'm not going to sit there and play the game with it anymore. Sometimes, like I said, some G15s you can sit there and reflow it. Some boards you can reflow them. If you're going to reflow it at 380 degrees at about 50% airflow. You don't want to knock anything off the board. You don't want to do anything. That's why that reflow video was up for. I wanted to see if I could resurrect this board. As soon as I did that at 437 degrees, 50% airflow, all of a sudden, fan stopped working. I mean, is that a coincidence? No. I fried the chip. He's going to stand with so much heat before you kill him. And I killed this one. It's fine. That's why I have spare PS2s. And I buy these cheap ones for like 12 bucks and like $15 shipping for with the bad drive faces. This one over here already has a brand new laser in the drive. I'll take it out before I disassemble it because I had to check the laser if it was any good. Go ahead and take that off. the power switch. This just comes off. There's a little clip here. Like I said, I wish I would have saw a manufacturing video of these. Excuse the camera, guys. I'm trying to get this off. There's a little clippy thing right here. There we go. Sorry about that. This is free. Put it to the side. This drive cage, just pull it off now. I'm going to reuse this drive cage, this motherboard cage, because it's the better of the two motherboard cages. I'll show you on the other one why. You go ahead and take this out. You need to put this barrier back in. It's for a reason. It's to prevent arcing. Yes, prevent grounding and arcing of the power supply. It's kind of funny how they have them upside down in here, but that's what it's for. Because the power supply sits there and the caps sit on it. So basically, and essentially, your power supply sits like this. This little barrier sits like that. So it has to be in there. Because what's touching it? All your components. Like this is touching it, this is touching it, this is touching it. And so it doesn't ground out on the case. So you gotta have that in there. And trust me, I spare ones of these because I've gotten PS2s where they're missing. They are completely missing. And that electricity will go right to the board. Like I told you before, you want to grab it right here. Don't grab it down here. Grab it right here on the wire. Be very gentle. It'll come right out. Done. Done deal. It'll come right off. Then we're going to go ahead and flip it. Here's the funny thing about these. That's why I told you can replace just this if you crack them. There is only one screw in the entire assembly, right here. Pulls right out. And watch this. Done. Fans connected, disconnected. You have your entire self a new fan assembly with the switch assembly. Put that aside. And then just to get to this screw right here. Yes, I'm using a magnetic screwdriver. It won't hurt nothing. Yes, all these screws are the same size. You can't mix them up. All right. Now the laser's already disconnected from here. You see all these little cables? You gotta take that cable off. It's your spindle hub. It's disconnected there. Sorry for the camera, guys. You see these other two right here? I will take them off. And the middle one right there is the one I disconnected earlier. It's your switch assembly ribbon cable. Make sure these are in there. These little flags here. You can use, excuse my hands here, you can use the tweezers. You can use the tweezers like this to get them off. Just pull on the flags. You can also put them in with the flags. I'm gonna go ahead and get these disconnected and I'll be right back. And we're back. I have them disconnected now. As you can tell, there are lines on them. That's as far as you need to insert them. That's it. And basically, if you were to look in here, there's your laser ribbon. This one's already free, but you want to leave this here, because what happens is You're going to pop it up from the front. I'm going to put the cabinet back on. I don't want to ruin the disk drive. This is a good disk drive. So I'm very careful with it because, like I told you, it still has the original drive face on it. These are the ones I sell, are the ones with the drive faces on them. I don't sell the ones that look like this. Because the trays are garbage and you can't find trays. I use those for parts. Then we're going to do this. You're going to take a small little screwdriver here. You're going to be very careful. There's a tab right here. Now you can pop the disk drive off. Like I said, you take it like this and you do this. I'll be right back. Okay, I popped that. We're back. Now all you do, as long as all the cables are unhooked, this whole entire thing will just lift off just like that. And what you're left with is a whole entire drive assembly. We're going to put that to the side because we're going to reuse it. And this is what you're left with, is the meat and potatoes. This is your whole board cage. So we're going to go ahead and flip it over. And you're going to see all these little screws. They are a 00. And these have to go back in here. They are longer than the other ones. Don't mix them up or you're going to have a problem. I usually put them in over here. All these other ones are the same size. They go back in their holes where you find them. And make sure they're tight. And yes, don't lose them down the holes. You'll have a hard time finding them unless you have a magnetic screwdriver like I do. Yes, excuse my hand, but I'm trying to show you guys this. This is all the screws that need to come out of here. See, this thing's already coming apart because I've had it apart like 3 times. Yeah, I could probably put a modded this, but the fan's not coming on and all that crap. We could have soft modded it, but fan's not coming on and that's worthless to me if the fan doesn't work. Because all she's going to do is overheat. And I like to use my disk drives if I have the physical copies, folks. Because then you can get best of both worlds. And yes, once you put a soft modded, you can switch the soft modded memory cards to different things. I've done it. Yeah, I'm talking about Freeman boot. Once you make a Freeman boot memory card, you can stick it in your car. You can stick it in the second slot, and you can use it on multiple PS2s without having to make a new card. All right, now that we got this loose, flip it back up. This entire top cage will come off. I told you we're going to reuse that cage. We're going to reuse this cage. This still has plenty of good parts on it, like the ribbon, which I'm probably going to reuse. You've got chips on here that are probably still good. Stuff you probably, need. Um, that chip, I don't know. Those are always suspect in my book. I don't reuse them. There's diodes on here, caps, resistors, stuff that you just fuses. You just can't get anywhere else, guys. That's what I keep them for. Or if I got a bad USB port, or I need a new one. Somebody broke that off, and I need to fix it. They broke the internals of it. I can just swap the connector out. I've never had to reswap one of these out, but it's always a good thing for everything. There's the bottom of your controller port assembly if you want to take it off down there. But it's not necessary. And trust me, you can put these in backwards. I have done it. Where the second controller port won't work. I've done it. Like I said, I'm going to get the other PlayStation 2 disassembled, and I'll be right back. I'm not going to bore you with it. It's just the same thing I just did. We're back, folks. I just want to show you this one. Yep, see all the liquid damage in here? That's how I got it when I opened it. This power supply still does work. I can clean up the surface damage on it. But like I said, the board is what I want out of it. Yes, I'm going to have plenty of screws now and stuff you lose them and all that. That's what I use the screws for. When I get a console that's missing crap. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to get this one disassembled. I'm going to use that top for the other one that's got a broken switch. It looks like that, like I told you, that one was mangled to hell, so I'll probably just swap the top on that one. I'll do that in a separate video. Like I said, I'll get this tore apart. I'll be right back. And I just want to do a quick note here. Like I said, it's the same thing as the other one. You got the 1, the 2. The middle one is your ribbon cable for the switch. And then the third one's your for your eject motor. I'll be right back. Let's finish getting this getting this tore apart. And here we are, folks. You see the cage differences? The cages are no different. It's just the way they use the material. I'm probably going to clean this one up and reuse the bottom half of it. This one, see the old cage over here, doesn't even have. I told you, Sony took this one off, this thermal pad off for some reason. Like I said, there's only 2 thermal pads on this one. But it's probably missing one, so I can probably take it out of here. I mean, this one's pretty old, but it'll fit. As you can tell over the while, they just only put a little bit on here, there, and a little bit one there. It's for heat transfer, guys. But like I said, this board still works. But if you look at it, look at that water. Look at the water damage on this thing. Yeah, we didn't spill nothing in here. Yeah, baloney. I was able to get this one back going by reflowing the system management controller on this one. It's an SPC XXP 103 409-103GG. The G15 should be the same part number. CXP 103049-102GG. As you can tell, they did not change their system management controllers. This one had a 400C laser in it. That is the board number, part number. They're always -31, folks. Always -31. Make sure it's always -31 when you're swapping these boards out. This one is also this one's a G22, which is basically GH 22, which stands for Revision Board 22. This one looks like it's a sorry for the camera, guys. It's a 1-686-786-31. You see the part numbers are different because of the revision numbers. What do we have here? I think there's some solder in the via there. See the vias on this one? Look at the burnt trace right there. Funny part is this board still works. I was looking at that myself like, oh, that's going to be irreplaceable trace damage, but no, it's good. Apparently Sony on this one grounded it different. But like I said, that's neither here nor there. This is the board we're going to use. I'm going to clean it up as best I can with some emery cloth on the ground plane, and this one should be candidate for a board swap. So I'm probably going to use the cage here, and I probably use the top cage over here, because as you can tell, this cage has got some water damage in it. I mean, yeah, it still works, but I'd rather use a cleaner cage. Get a better connection on it. And this one's a little bent because I kind of bent it a little bit, but thermal pads are coming off the thing. They're cracked too. So, like I said, these are interchangeable between G15, G20, G19, and G22. They're all the same cage. Just a FYI, they're all the same cage. Like I said, we'll get this swapped and I'll be back with you. Alright folks, this is kind of your finished product when you get done swapping the cage. Like I said, use the bottom of the butter of the bottom of the cages, and then use the butter of the top of the cages. I told you these cases are interchangeable. Go ahead and put the screw back in here, right here. This screw goes here. That's the only screw that goes there. Only screw, folks. Come on. Okay, it holds. So I'm gonna flip this over. That holds. That there. That's all it holds. We're gonna go ahead and put all the other screws back in, like I told you. These two screws have to go back here. Sorry about the camera, guys. Dang it, I want you to stay in the hole. Well, that one fell out. And yes, hold on before we stop here. Did I leave the other ribbon cable in here for that? No, I didn't. I took it out. What happened to it? See what I forgot, guys? Controller port ribbon cable. You can mix these up. You can put them in backwards. Why did I take that off? I don't know. Like I said, I'll put it back in. We'll be right back. Alright, folks, we made some progress here. Make sure all your screws are in. Make sure your ribbon cable ends for your controller port. Make sure all that's there. What you could do if you're just doing a swap and there's like nothing serious about it, you can power it up, disconnect your ribbon cable here, disconnect your controller port, take all the stuff off, or just swap the guts into another PS2. But to do a board swap, we're going to do a board swap the right way. I did lose a screw in the carpet. Oh, no I didn't. It's right there. Never mind. Couldn't see it. So I took it out of the parts PS2, but there's the other one. It can go right back into that pile there. I am not going to put that one back together at all. I'm probably going to put it back together, and I'll probably write a note on it. This PS2 is junk, but I keep these for parts because you never know when somebody's going to rip one of those off, or you need one of these because somebody bent it or broke it. USB ports, you're always going to need those. There might be a controller chip. This one right here you might need. You might need a custom chip that's bad. That's what I keep these ports for, folks. When they're no use to me, like connectors like those, people break those all the time. And they're proprietary Sony connectors. Can't get them anywhere. Or the laser connector up here. Or the IDE, the network drive connector, power connector. There's a lot of little fucking... Try soldering one of them puppies on. There's over... It's like 100 connections. Just to put that on, there's over a lot of pins. A lot of patience. Sorry about the camera. A lot of patience to do those. But yeah, that's why I keep them for the caps and stuff like that, or if I need a LED off of the thing for the hard drive and all that. Or you need a controller port connector. They become donor boards. That's what they become. Like I said, let's get this done, and I'll get back to you and get it back together quickly. Alright folks, we're back. It's a moment of truth. Look at that. And we do have a fan problem though. Must try getting another fan in here. And we'll go from there, but I'll go ahead and swap that fan out, and we'll finish the video and we'll check everything. Like I said, like and subscribe. Like I said, that was the donor PS2. It still got the new laser in it. I did take the old laser out of the other one, out of the old drive. Like I said, we're gonna try to see if this thing on the TV works. But let me sort this fan situation, otherwise she's gonna overheat. I don't know if it's a bad fan, but we're gonna try a good working fan. I'll be right back. Because now I gotta take it all back apart again, guys. Ain't that fun. Be right back. And we're back, folks. Just a bad cooling fan. It happens. That's why you always have spares. This one finally kicked the bucket. So, go ahead and check it again. I said I haven't used this one in quite some time because it didn't work. Looks like she's working okay. Like I said, we'll go ahead and put this on TV, folks, and I'll be right back. All right, folks, and we're back. She's back on the TV. We got video. There you go, Aunt. That was kind of weird. Probably gonna need a controller on this. Maybe. Might be a bad laser. I just swapped the laser on this thing. It's the one from the other one. That's great. Yeah, we're gonna swap the laser out with the other one I had in here. I'll be right back. And we're back, folks. I did a quick laser swap. Wow. This was the original laser in here, guys. Still working like a champ. This is odd. Of course, I didn't really have a problem with the laser. It's just... see if it goes in a game and put a CD and a DVD in here and go through its paces. Sorry about the camera. Just grabbing some stuff. Cassette board swap complete, gentlemen. It now has a G22 board in it. Then I reflowed it. Laser seems to be tracking okay. This laser never really had an issue with DVDs or nothing. Take good old SOCOM too.
U.S. Special Operations Central Objective 1 Central U.S.
Go ahead and just deploy. Laser looks healthy. That laser down here looks really healthy, guys. It's loading. See, when you have a bad system manager controller, this is what happens. Laser will drop out. You can try reflowing them. Or sometimes won't even turn the laser diode on. There it goes. See? Laser problem. So that tells me right now that laser is hosed. Laser rot, gentlemen. That's why I said, use your consoles. Don't let them sit in your closet for 10 years and expect them to boot right back up after Sony's been in there. Because it won't happen. You're going to end up replacing a laser. So like I said, this one had a bad fan too. Apparently the fan died on it. It happens. So these run on a pull system.
Team, it's vital that you locate the informant.
Okay, let's see if we can move around.
Commander, you must locate.
Yeah. Can we move around?
Alright, team, you heard the lady. Let's lock it up and get moving.
Can we shoot?
Let's not forget that intel suggests there are multiple patrols along the main roadways. We should stick to cover to avoid alerting them to...
Alright, we're going to go ahead and reset this. Sorry about the camera. I know it's kind of a long video, guys, but if you want to do a board swap and you want to do it right, this is how you do it. That's how you test lasers too, guys. That's how you test the lasers. See, it booted right up on Rage Racer. I really haven't had a problem with this particular laser. This was the original laser in the system, so that does not surprise me. That this one is hosed. That's out of a previous video. Rage Racer. Okay, I said it's a G22-31. Racers, start your engines and let's get it on.
Three, two, one, go! The race is on. Show what you've got. 3 laps to go.
See how it's spinning slow? Anyway, enough of that. We know it's working. We're gonna go ahead and reset it. Open it up. Go ahead and put a CD-ROM favorite in here. Ford Racing 3. Sorry about the camera. Like I said, these are my test discs, guys. This is what I use to test these with, and then we'll lead it off with a DVD. See, it already came up and everything. That's why I said this is called auto boot, guys. This is a healthy board and a healthy laser. See, she'll spin up. See, she'll start spinning up like that. Like I said, like and subscribe. Got more repair videos coming. I wanted to save this 3001R from being a parts console. It was a great console. I sacrificed the other one. I'm not going to put I'll take the laser out of it, of course, and use it in something else because that laser was brand new. It's just kind of funny how sorry about the stuff. I'm just grabbing stuff. Just trying to keep these things running, guys. As far as I'm concerned, I don't care what the stupid BIOS chip set, the firmware chip says. If I can swap a board where it's gonna work and reflow the controller like this one, a little bit of what's a little bit of water damage between friends. That's what I say. If you clean it up right and you reflow it right, you shouldn't have an issue.
Single player. Ford movie car chases. Car selected.
Like I said, these videos get a little long and they get a lengthy, and I know you guys don't like watching them all the way through, but you know, I mean, if you want me to make them, I can split them up if you like. I can do it that way, or you know, just let me know in the comments. That thing is just going crazy, guys. Like I said, she's working just fine. So we're gonna go ahead and reset. You really don't want to run these without the covers on them for a long period of time. Like I said, sorry about the camera. I'm gonna leave you off with a DVD. I'm gonna see why the heck the analog keeps turning off on this. Never did before. To see if I got the ribbon cable in there right. Here goes the DVD, guys. I gotta check the rumble off camera because I want to get it back together fully, get the rumble off camera, and then make sure the rumble works. Of course, I could do that with Ford Racing, I believe. And there you go, guys. Another successful PS2 save from the grave. Like I told you, G15 boards are just straight junk. I tried to fix that one. I tried to save it. There was no saving it. Like I said, like and subscribe. Smash that like button. Subscribe. And like I said, sorry about the lengthy video, but sometimes you gotta show you guys this stuff is, you know, sometimes you gotta buy a parts console just to get a good board out of them sometimes. And like I said, this one had a little bit of water damage, but it saved this console from the grave. Like I said, you can't win them all sometimes. And like I said, bye bye for now. Like and subscribe. See you soon.